experiential learning, connecting theory and practice. And Clara is based in the Research Centre in Digitization and Intelligent Robotics in Portugal. Again, just bear with me for a moment, please. And I will introduce Clara. Clara is the Adjunct Professor at the Department of Industrial Management at the Polytechnic Institute of Bragança. Again, apologies for my poor pronunciation. She's a research collaborator at CEDRI, the Centre for Research in Digitization and Intelligent Robotics. Her areas of expertise include operations management, logistics and supply chain management, efficiency and productivity assessment, data science, higher education, operations research, statistics and e-learning. And I'm sure we are all looking forward to see you present. So Clara, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Clara Vaz from Institute Polytechnic of Bragança, and I will present a study of experiential learning, connecting theory and practice that took place in operations management subject. I will present what is the motivation of this study, the objective, the literature, some literature, the methodology that is used, the results, and finally I will conclude. The motivation of this study is to promote the development of some skills according to the guide of the project OEDC Learning Compass 2030, regarding that students should develop cognitive and meta-cognitive skills such as critical thinking, creative thinking, and also social and emotional skills should be also developed in terms of empathy, self-efficacy, collaboration, responsibility, and so on. And also the students should develop also skills in terms of practical and physical point of view connected with the using of new information and communication technology device. So the collaboration between university and industry could play a fundamental role to develop this kind of skills. In this paper, we propose an activity that is an experiential learning to the third year of students enrolled in mechanical and electrical engineering bachelors. So this experiential learning took place in the company, workplace, in the operations management, and occurred in the second semester of academic year 2014 and 15 in Institute Polytechnic of Bragança, that has a vision of to transfer professional skills and also to integrate applied research in professional and technological education. What is experiential learning? So in this kind of learning, the learner is directly in contact with the real world, the environment, developing and should develop certain skills that are not usually learned in the traditional classroom setting. On the other side, John Dewey introduced the concept of learning by doing to develop the communication, teamwork, so problem solving, creativity skills, and so on. So all of these are required competence required for the employers, and also the experiential learning can fill the gap between theory and practice. So this experiential learning occurred in the context when the collaboration between EPB and industry has been intensified in that academic year, and what happened is that some projects were also developed by the students in the subjects at the workplace. So the strategy that was used is to involve the in the learning process, and also the involvement of students in solving real problems in the company workplace in the subject of operations management, that is organized in 4 major topics: forecasting methods, the inventory management models, the production planning, and quality control. So the students that participate in this experiential learning 29, and this experiential learning was applied during all the semester, 15 weeks, twice a week, to per lecture, as we describe next. In all weeks, the students had lessons. In the first 3 weeks, the lessons include case studies and examples about the topics, and also each student had to develop an individual toolkit. And in the following 5 weeks, 5 seminars were given by staff company at using 2 hours per week, and after that, in the following weeks, the results will the students will solve some problems at the company workplace during 2 hours per week. So in this week, some lessons 2 hours per week were also given. Finally, the students are assessed by the project that they develop, and also the individual, based on the individual toolkit. Regarding the 5 seminars given by the staff company at the university, so the staff introduced some specific areas and needs of the company to the students about the system, quality tools, logistic inbound, leveling planning, and lean tools, to focus different waste that can occur in a company according to the lean principles, and also some tools that students can use to eliminate or reduce waste in each project. Regarding the lectures, so case studies and examples were used to introduce the topics. What occurred is that some topics were adjusted to consider some specific needs of students in solving the real problems at the such, for example, some analytical tools to streamline to the process analysis, and some key performance indicators to assess the performance of the process. The students had to develop some coded spreadsheets to support the solving of similar exercise of the same topic at EPB. That these coded spreadsheets are very included in individual toolkit. So, regarding the project that were developed at the company, at the company workplace during 6 weeks by the students. So, each project involved a study of a real problem of the company. So, in the first week, the students had a training in occupational safety and health at workplace, and in the following weeks, in the first stage, the students had to collect data about the real problem. Each project involved between 3 or 4 students, and in the second stage, the students had to use this data and to analyze this data using some lean and quality tools to propose an approach to eliminate or reduce the observed waste in the real problem. So each project was supervised by the staff company and also by the lecturers. So the results of the students developed 7 projects. 2 of them in solving quality problems concerning customer claims, and the other 5 were to reduce, the problem is to reduce waste in logistic inbound and in for production departments. In terms of the assessment and the students' opinion, so what happens is that this experiential learning help the students to better understand the real problems of the company, how the company works, boosting their cognitive, social, and physical skills. Also, each student was assessed by the individual toolkit that each one developed, and also by the project that is developed in group presented in the last week of the semester. So, in terms of conclusions, so we can conclude that experiential learning was adopted in operation management subject, involving the company in the learning process at the school, and also the students in solving some real problems at the company workplace. This collaboration between university and industry was very important to innovate the experiential learning practices and contributing to fill the gap between theory and practice. For the students, this experiential learning to promote the development of the skills in the real world, to better understand the knowledge that could be applied in the company, and also the experiential learning promote deep learning because the knowledge was much better interiorized by using this experiential learning than the traditional learning methods. Also, in terms of performance and retention, they were improved by using this experiential learning, increasing also the learning success of the students. In terms of limitations, so a low number of students were involved. It is a constraint of this experiential learning, and also the feedback of students was only based on the qualitative students' opinions. So because no survey was performed. Thank you.
Thank you, Clara. That was a really wonderful presentation. Really good to again capture students' experiences of experiential learning. And I'm just looking at the chat. I don't think anyone has a question yet, so I'm going to jump in with my question first. You say that students benefited obviously from being able to engage with real-world problems, but can I ask, were there any unexpected challenges during this that you may not have been prepared for or have expected?
Because the company did why the 5 seminars were given by the staff of the company to engage the students, to describe what kind of problems the company have, as also what kind of tools that the company should apply, because the staff gave the problem and all of this, the tools that the students should apply. Okay, and during the lessons at the school, I try to speak about the topics that are studied in the company also, and also I try to teach some subtopics that can facilitate them in analyzing the problems. For example, how to represent the process, how to measure the performance of the process, some tools that can be used to solve problems, to support the solving of problems.
Okay, Excuse me. Thank you, Clara. No, that's really good. Again, capturing a very lot of insight into the student experience, which I think is really important, particularly given what we've all come through over the last year and a half. So thank you. Is there anyone with a question on the floor? I don't see anything in the chat. If there isn't, I think we can move on to the final presentation in this session. Thank you, Clara.
Thanks.
So